The following audio may contain the personal testimonials of some independent OPTAVIA coaches or clients of OPTAVIA. The results relayed in these messages are based on the unique experiences of the participants, and we cannot guarantee like or similar outcomes. While you may be inspired by these accounts, please note that any stories of success have not been verified, and your individual path to healthy living and weight loss will vary. As always, it is our recommendation that you consult with a healthcare provider before starting a weight loss program. In addition, this audio may contain income or earnings representations of some independent OPTAVIA coaches. OPTAVIA makes no guarantee of financial success. Success with OPTAVIA results from successful sales efforts, which requires hard work, diligence, skill, persistence, competence, and leadership. Please see the OPTAVIA income disclosure statement for statistics on actual earnings of coaches under the U.S. compensation plan, which differs from the international compensation plan. Yours in health, the OPTAVIA team.
Let's go ahead and get started, you guys. Welcome everybody to tonight's call of inspiring stories of transformation. We just got off an incredible little community time together. I'm so honored and I'm humbled to be here with you guys and to have led that call with some of my great friends you'll get to hear from tonight as well. So again, this is inspiring stories of transformation. You guys are going to leave this webinar inspired. I already know it. So I'm really excited to be here with you. Again, my name is Carol Hips. I am an independent certified OPTAVIA coach. And I want to share a little bit of my story with you. I didn't dive into this much on the last call, so I'll spend just a few minutes kind of relating to you guys for a moment. If you're popping things in the chat, let me know where you're tuning in from. That's always exciting to see. I'd like to first, give a little glimpse into my world. So I've been a product of this amazing program. I started as a client and really was looking to change some habits. I had really had no tools in my tool belt when it came to being healthy. I was an RN for 12 years, developed quite a few unhealthy habits. If you were on the previous call, we talked a little bit about unhealthy hydration, and that was definitely a huge part of my life over those 12 years, just trying to get through 12-hour to 20-hour shifts. So shout out to all my medical field personnel and fellow RNs. But I started this program really tired, exhausted. You can see my transformation here. I'm so far removed, honestly, from where I was. I look at that picture and I can still honestly get a little sad, but I'm also extremely grateful for Dr. Anderson, OPTAVIA, this community, and of course the coaching opportunity. So I started coaching quickly, you guys. 30 days into the program. I would call that quickly. I know some other people start even quicker than that, which is amazing. But I knew within a week that I loved this. I knew within a week that people needed to hear about this. I had also left my nursing job after 12 years, not really having a plan financially. And you can see my family here in the other photo. I laugh and say, we have every stage of toddler or dramatics from a toddler to a teenager. And it's true. You can see it in this photo. My husband is completely overwhelmed with females and he handles it so well. But that little catalyst on his shoulders was really my catalyst to say, something's got to change. I need energy. I need to be able to keep up with these 3 girls. And I also was looking for a financial opportunity, being that I had left nursing. So that's a little bit about my story as we're diving in here tonight. But what I really loved about OPTAVIA, you guys, from the very beginning, and isn't this just beautiful? Like just the brand and just everything that OPTAVIA stands for. I just literally get so excited anytime that we talk about it or that I get to share this with someone else, because OPTAVIA is literally about creating lifelong transformation. And I can truly say, although I'm a work in progress always, I can see that for my own life. I just have cold chills right now thinking about it, because lifelong transformation to me means I'm going to be, living a healthier, happier life for my babies and those that I will be able to do life with in the future. And so it's really about creating those habits, one healthy habit at a time. And what I love about it is it keeps serving others at the core. OPTAVIA is about serving others. And as someone that's from the medical profession, servitude is definitely in the core of my being. So as a nurse, at heart and past profession, this lifelong transformation with the service to others at the core was absolutely a huge catalyst for me to make the decision to become a coach. I knew this was a vehicle, not only for myself to get healthy, but for me to help my closest friends and family to be healthy. Whatever it was going to turn into from there was just an absolute blessing. I was happy about that. But really, it was about creating connections with other people and assisting them in their lifelong transformation as well. So it's been amazing. I want to share just a little bit about our story and our credibility with you, because you may be on here because someone invited you. And I want to speak to you now. If you are invited here by someone, a friend, your coach, it's because they see something in you that they believe you could come alongside this mission and create habits and help other people create habits that assist them to that lifelong transformation. So just a little background of our story. You may have never even heard of OPTAVIA before, but you've tripped and fell upon this Zoom, which I hope that is the case, because we want to share our heart with you tonight and then the mission of the company. So who is OPTAVIA? Honestly, OPTAVIA is a company that's committed to providing solutions. It's solutions for optimal health, not just weight loss, which is incredible. We have over 30,000 independent OPTAVIA coaches and healthcare professionals, and I think that number is phenomenal. But honestly, what it says to me is we have so much room to grow and welcome more people into our community. And so that's one thing that's really exciting for me. So you'll see Dr. A, as I call him over here on the right, Dr. Wayne Scott Anderson. And he's the co-founder, also an independent OPTAVIA coach. So what I love about that is Dr. A paved the way for us, him and his beautiful wife, Lori. And so we're really grateful. They have an incredible heart for other people. Dr. A has just been such a leader in this mission. And, he's a New York Times best-selling author. Just so many things I could say about him. But, we're partnered with an incredible parent company as well, that we've become the leader, you guys, in safe, effective, proven meal replacements and plans and services that really help people for the last little over 30 years. So, I cannot say enough about our corporate partners, the field leadership. You guys, I'm just blessed to be a part of this and just happy to be with you, not share just a little bit with you. So what's really cool is that we've actually impacted as a whole over 1 million lives. And I say impacted, and I want you to leave feeling inspired, but also impacted and hopefully ready to, partner with us on this journey. So just a couple other little slides, and we're gonna have some stories tonight. Just so happy that you're here with us, and hopefully you're gonna learn a few things and also, again, be inspired. But some worldwide statistics. This is, okay, in my nursing career and in my family history, obesity was very prevalent. And so here's some worldwide statistics for you just to ponder on as you're on this webinar tonight. But worldwide obesity has nearly tripled since 1975. We're going through some things right now, currently, at this time that this is being recorded. And I know that some people are committing to their health. Some people are just begging and hoping for a solution in their health. And some people are possibly contributing to these statistics. Most of the world's population lives in countries where overweight and obesity kills more people than being underweight. And then just some American statistics for you here. Almost a third of adults with partners, 31%, report that money is a major source of conflict in their relationship. And I just want to be transparent with you here for a moment. We lived paycheck to paycheck. And I worked a lot of hours in the nursing field, 60, sometimes 80 hours a week. I gave a lot of my life to other people, and my goal was to give my life to my family and to be able to contribute and impact my community. So I'm very grateful for this opportunity. But 69% of workers were stressed over their finances, with 72% admitting to worrying about their personal finances at work. And so these are common statistics. And here's the beauty that I want you to take away from these statistics is we don't have to join these, right? We can be the exception. And the beauty is that we can take personal responsibility in doing that. So I think that was powerful, that I really wanted to share with you tonight, because we have we have the ability to take on that personal responsibility and make a decision in our life. So the 4 components of our system, if you've never heard of OPTAVIA, there's 4 amazing components. I want to speak to each one for just a second, just so you can get a better picture of what, you would be a part of, and hopefully we'll decide to be. But each of these, honestly, you guys, have equally impacted my own personal journey. So our clients receive one-on-one coaching from an independent OPTAVIA coach, and they get support and guidance. And I think for me, that was very impactful in my own personal journey. A longtime friend of mine was my personal health coach, and just very grateful to you, Mark, for contributing to our life being how it is with partnering with OPTAVIA. So thank you. And then the second component is the Habits of Health transformational system. I could literally talk to you guys the whole Zoom about this. It's really been transformative in my life, but all of our clients receive this. So if you're not a coach yet, this is something that you can definitely plug into as well. This is the tool that I needed the most, because this is in my home. This Habits of Health transformational system is in my home. I can apply these things every day, and I'm thankful for it, not just in the short term, but the long term. And then the community. You guys are going to hear some amazing stories in just a second, but the community to me is so beneficial. I love being surrounded by amazing people. I mean, I can see right now there's almost 2,600 people watching this live. That is community, right? And then lastly, I would say the 4th component is the OPTAVIA Fuelings. Gosh, you guys, such an amazing vehicle to assist us, with the logistical barriers we have. I know I showed you the photo of my family. I have 3 daughters. One is very active in sports. The other is a toddler. And then I've got my middle one as well in the mix. And so we're going all the time. As a matter of fact, I can hear them outside right now playing basketball, which is the beauty of being able to work where I work from anywhere. I can still be a part of my family right here. But the OPTAVIA Fuelings are just incredible. We have so many products and amazing nutritional programs that really support people with a variety of health goals. So how about let's dive into the stories. You guys are about to be really blessed. I'm going to leave this up for a second, Angg, because I just really want them to see this incredible transformation. But Angg, can you come on and share a little bit about your journey with all the people that are on?
Yes, thanks so much for having me on tonight. Oh, I'm just so excited to share about this part of the journey, because it's absolutely something that I never, ever expected. I struggled with my weight literally forever, you guys. Through OPTAVIA, I've lost over 120 pounds, which is insane. That even coming out of my mouth is crazy to me. But I always say this, the absolute best part about this journey is not the weight loss. It's hardly even the transformation that I have undergone, because there are a lot of ways you can lose weight. There are a lot of ways that I've lost weight in the past. There are not many ways that you can lose weight and actually experience freedom in your relationship with your body and your relationship with food. And truly for me though, the best part about this journey has been bringing other people alongside me. I am still in awe that I get to do what I get to do, being a certified health coach through OPTAVIA. It's crazy to me, because health was really the area that I struggled with for so long. It was my biggest area of shame. I never talked to anyone about it. And so the fact that I can go from feeling so lost and broken in this area to like, now this is the thing that is being used to help so many other people is literally incredible to me. And the freedom that this has brought to my life, not just in being able to partner with other people in their health journey, but for my own life in really reigniting just my joy to, work and help other people. By the end of this summer, I will be leaving a career that I don't really love that much to pursue full-time health coaching. And so it's just insane to me to be in my 20s and have this opportunity to literally work from home, run my own business, have the time and financial freedom that OPTAVIA has given me. And truly, this has been a catalyst for me to reach for so much more in my life. OPTAVIA finding like health in my journey has been the catalyst for me to reach for more and dream bigger dreams that I literally never even had a couple years ago. And I just believe in this so much. This is the vehicle for me to achieve anything that I want in life. And literally, I just am in awe and so grateful that this gift was given to me by my coach and that I get to give this gift away to so many other people that I love so much. And so, yeah, I'm just so thankful for this incredible community and this amazing gift that has really given me my life back, not just in my body, not just in my mind, but truly in my finances as well, in being able to chase after more than I ever thought was possible.
And you're so awesome. Thank you for sharing. Everyone is in awe of you in the chat, which is amazing. I'm going to share you guys just a little bit more, just some factual things with you, because I'm sure after listening to Angg, you might be feeling a little more inspired right now, and maybe want to know some facts here that we could share with you about, maybe what we offer in OPTAVIA. A lot of times we come in and it starts with healthy body, but what happens, and Angg is a really good example of that, is that following that, our mind starts to become clear, right? And then we get around this amazing community. We're like, this is such an amazing system. The community is so valuable. Like, we want to be a part of this and we want to bring people with us. So maybe you're watching this and you're curious, like, what we offer, what is the trilogy of optimal health? So many of us started, again, with the intention of just creating a healthy body. As a matter of fact, all of us on this call tonight, and a lot of coaches, you can put, in the chat, it'd be super interesting to see. It's going so fast, I can't keep up with it, but what was your trigger? Was it the fact that you got healthy? What caused you to decide to become a coach? It'd be interesting to see that in the chat so everyone can kind of see. I saw someone on here that's just on day 3 of their program. Like, so exciting. But we started with this intention of creating a healthy body. And then our minds started to become healthy, and we started to become open-minded about maybe what our future would hold. And we started to explore the healthy finance component as an option. So OPTAVIA offers all 3 of these areas: healthy body, healthy mind, and healthy finances. And if you're on this call tonight or you're watching the recording, this is available to you. We're not anything special. Sorry, Ann, sorry, Brian and Vicki, but it's true. We're just normal human beings that came in and found this amazing system and fell in love with it. So I just want to chat with you just for a minute about the benefits of becoming an OPTAVIA coach. I always like to provide this information as well, even my personal clients, because these are really solid reasons why many of us also ventured into coaching. So it's going to reinforce your decision to be healthy, you guys. I know for a fact, I won't speak for the other, my other friends that are on here tonight, but I know for me, it has definitely been a healthy level of accountability. I didn't want to yo-yo one more time. And I'm so thankful that we have an amazing system, but this community and being a coach and assisting other people has really helped me reinforce that decision to be healthy and keep me on track. You can pay it forward to make a difference. I don't know, what your profession is if you're watching this, or what your heart is, but my heart is to impact other people. When I saw that this mission was aligned with my this common mission that I had within me, I'm like, I have to do this. So paying it forward to make a difference in the lives of others, even if it's just the one, right? I always talk about this to other people, is the one person that might need this. Maybe you could think about who are those people that could benefit, right? It's fun. I mean, come on. Haven't you guys even had a lot of fun on this tonight? It's fun and rewarding. I'm always feeling purpose throughout my day. The compensation, it's the currency of goodwill. And I just have to say, the currency of goodwill, it means we're doing good things in this world, right? And so I love that we get compensated just doing good. And of course, you have the opportunity to fill financial needs and goals, and you know what those things are. And so it's really exciting. And also for me, I'm teaching my children they're learning what it's like to have a mom that's healthy. They're learning what it's like to have a mom that impacts other people. They're learning what it's like to see me actually invest some time in my business. And so I think they're learning some core values, and it's leaving a legacy for your family. So those are just some great reasons. Also, I want to just talk with you before we bring on our next story. You guys, these stories are just, I mean, this is just a small snippet of really what you get to encounter when you become an OPTAVIA coach. But we have a progressive growth model. So I kind of want to speak to that for just a few minutes. So you can come in, obviously, like many of us did as an OPTAVIA coach. You know, you may decide, I just want to coach my friends. I just want to coach my family. I want to coach the people that are noticing. So no matter what your coach's story is, I want to challenge you now to know that you get to decide, you know, how much time you invest in your business. So maybe you want to start out as an OPTAVIA coach. Okay, well then you can transition into business coaching. This is increasing your accountability even more. It has for me, because you're now assisting clients to have their own coaching journey if they so wish. And your friends and family, I will tell you, if you're watching this, I just have to plant the seed that your friends and family want your help as a coach. My mother-in-law did not want to go to my male coach. She wanted me to coach her. So that was a really good, like, deciding factor for me to commit. And then, of course, the business leader, just an incredible path for anyone that chooses to just go out and lead more people. So, all right, another story. So Brian and Vicki Martin, I'm just going to leave. I just want to say, like, this little baby here, you know, she's a household name here with our daughters, and she's precious. I'm not going to spend any more time talking about her, although I could. Brian and Vicki, can you come off mute and share a little bit about your story?
Hey, we are so excited to get to share. So coaching with OPTAVIA has been just incredible. And we actually knew right away that we were going to coach.
Yeah, we heard about it right away. Just, I mean, when we first heard about the opportunity right when we heard about the program. And I mean, our eyes were kind of opened right away. And I'm so glad.
It has been life-changing, honestly. So on plan, ultimately, I lost 50 pounds.
Yeah, and I rocked it and killed 90 pounds. And that's been, wow, blew my mind.
And we got to coach through the journey. So I think I was about 20 pounds down when we started coaching. And it has been incredible. So for us, prior to actually finding OPTAVIA or anything, we got married in July of 2017.
Yeah.
And at that time, we started dreaming what our life would be like. And we realized all these dreams were going to be so far off. Like
they seemed impossible. Honestly.
Impossible. We were getting in credit card debt. We were living beyond our paycheck to paycheck and just trying to make ends meet. And so when we heard about the possibility of coaching, it piqued our interest, but it almost seemed unreal. I mean, you know, like not even possible.
Yeah, I mean, I had like a closed off mind. I was like, I can barely handle my own. I was just surviving. We weren't thriving. And, you know, I had a mindset of scarcity, and I didn't have a mindset of abundance. I didn't think that, you know, it might be something that I could do. So, I mean, it was just like, I had doubt, and it was doubt that kind of limited me, and it was fear. I was letting that govern me.
So we jumped in, we started coaching, and a huge other, like, so first of all, financially we needed it, but second of all, accountability. Both Brian and I have a long-standing history of emotional eating and yo-yo dieting. And I knew I wanted this to stick, and I needed the accountability of everyone knowing that we were getting healthy and we're going to stay healthy.
Yeah.
So we started coaching our friends and family, and then we hit some bumps in the road that would easily have taken us back to emotional eating.
Yeah, I mean, like, I was going along at work just fine and ended up losing my job, just got blindsided and didn't have a plan B, landed another job, and then a couple months later lost that job too, and just devastated. And literally had it not been for coaching, it was the thing that kept us going.
So in the span of 1 year, it was just a couple months apart, Brian lost his job twice. We were still newly married at this time, and coaching is honestly what came in and filled the gaps. And so not only did it fill the gaps, so now Brian does it full time. That's his job. And we were able to go back to our honeymoon location, which we thought would be maybe on our 5-10 year anniversary. And a year and a half later, we were back at our honeymoon destination, enjoying that vacation again. We have been able to do all kinds of incredible things with it, and just, it's blown us away. And ultimately, we believe, I mean, we know it's going to bring me home. Brian gets to be home and be a fully present parent, because we just had an infant. So she is 4 months. Sophie is just as precious as can be. My dream has always been to stay at home mom. And I believe that we get to do that. But not only that, we've had the opportunity to bring coaches on with us and see them pay off debt, do like help their friends, and to get to, like, I have chills thinking about like the victories that we get to see other people achieve. Like, you can't even imagine when you get these texts and you find out that people have achieved like phenomenal milestones in their health. They're changing their mindset. It is honestly, it's thrilling.
And the one thing that I would say, and this is really the last thing that I want to say, is like that scarcity mindset that I had, the fear that I allowed to govern me, you know, holding my breath and jumping into this was the best decision that I ever made. And to be able to know that I can pass on not only a legacy of health to my daughter and to, you know, into generations, I can pass on a legacy of, you know, a life that I never had growing up. And it's all because I get to help other people. And like literally helping people has become such a passion. You know, everybody says, well, I just want to help people. Well, you know what? She's right. When you hear people winning because of, not only just because they're on program and getting healthy, but their finances are truly for the first time ever getting healthy. When you hear those wins, you realize you're not only making an impact on your own family's generations, but you're making an impact on other people's family's generations. It's been the biggest blessing I've ever been a part of. And I'm so thankful to our coach for just offering the gift and being scared enough to say yes.
Yeah.
So that's really all we got. I mean, we love coaching. It's amazing.
Yeah, you do. It's awesome because, I mean, this is the heart, right? This is the heart. You can't, you know, the passion for what we do is clearly evident. So thank you guys. So I want to just spend a couple minutes here as we wrap up. I saw some questions in the chat, so maybe this will help some of you that did have some questions. You may be wondering, like, obviously these stories, it's what makes my world go round. And so you may be feeling inspired and you may be feeling very energetic right now and are curious, like, okay, is this for me? How does it work for coaches? So I want to just dive in a little bit here to explain a few key areas that, you know, would happen, you know, if you did decide that you wanted to be a coach. So first of all, this is my most favorite thing. Well, one of them. It's a relational model. It's focused on optimal well-being, and people come first, period. And I love that. This is truly about people helping people. You know, someone helped me, I helped other people, and it is just an amazing relational model. So helping others really does truly fill your cup. And of course, you get compensated for it. So, you know, you're self-employed and you're independent. I love setting my own schedule. You know, I was tied to a, you know, time clock in nursing. So I love being able to have that independence. You know, there's full-time or part-time opportunities. Honestly, you guys, that's up to you. I saw someone in the chat and saying something like, you know, how much money do you make? Well, honestly, it's completely up to you. You get to decide how much time you invest in your business. So it's a very low startup cost. Obviously, low operating costs, no inventory. Oh my gosh, I only purchase the fuelings that my family eats. So there's no inventory involved in starting your own business here with OPTAVIA. It's flexible. So you guys, you can work from anywhere. I'm just telling you, I'm on my desktop on this Zoom with you guys, but I literally work from my iPhone. I have 3 very busy children, and so I'm on the go. I love the flexibility. The other thing is, you know, if you're curious, there's no quotas. There's no monthly purchases required. No pressure on you. The only pressure you will have is the pressure you put on yourself to decide what you would like to accomplish in your life. And training and support. Guys, listen, I know we only have a few minutes left here, but I want to spend a second on this because the OPTAVIA coach support that we have, I related a lot to nursing. I went through almost 4 years of nursing school and felt like I didn't learn a thing. And I went out into the field and on the floor and learned from nurses who could teach me the skills. And so that's the beauty of OPTAVIA. You have you have a mentorship team. And we have a comprehensive training system. And so it's very duplicatable. It's very simple. It's very streamlined. You learn as you earn. I like to say it's just-in-time training. So you're learning as you go. I didn't learn how to run a nursing floor on my first day in my nursing job. I had to work my way up to that. So you'll learn as you go. You're going to work with a business coach and a mentorship team. We employ team coaching, which is amazing because you don't usually just get one person. You have a couple of people and always other people that are willing in the community to reach down and help you in your line. And you just really apprentice as you grow. And again, you can work at your own pace. And I love that. And of course, there's some optional events that you are more than welcome to take part of that will help you grow as well. So I just really want to challenge you here in our last couple of minutes to really consider reaching out to the person that invited you to this tonight and join us on this mission. It's it's such an opportunity to, like the slide says, help the world, create health and well-being. I will tell you tonight, I'm so grateful that you guys have joined us. I'm grateful to have been here with you. I want to leave you with just one little thing that I learned a couple of weeks ago about turning our insecurities into opportunities. So you may be feeling a little insecure. Maybe you're just starting on your journey, but hopefully this training tonight, this webinar tonight really helped you to see the big picture and that we're going to partner with you as you make this decision. Grateful that you were on here tonight. Join us again next week, and y'all have an awesome night.
This audio may have contained the personal testimonials of some independent OPTAVIA coaches or clients of OPTAVIA. The results relayed in these messages are based on the unique experiences of the participants, and we cannot guarantee like or similar outcomes. While you may be inspired by these accounts, please note that any stories of success have not been verified, and your individual path to optimal health will vary. As always, it is our recommendation that you consult with a healthcare provider before starting a weight loss program. In addition, this audio may have contained income or earnings representations of some independent OPTAVIA coaches. OPTAVIA makes no guarantee of financial success. Success with OPTAVIA results from successful sales efforts, which requires hard work, diligence, skill, persistence, competence, and leadership. Please see the OPTAVIA income disclosure statement for statistics on actual earnings of coaches under the U.S. compensation plan, which differs from the international compensation plan. Yours in health, the OPTAVIA team.